Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. How are you all? Can you hear me? Okay. Can you hear me all? So, beta, today's lecture is about the land and climate of Pakistan, and this is our new chapter 4. Open your books on page number 49. Is it clear? So, open your books, page number 49. Now, we will start our lecture. As I told you that our chapter is about land and climate of Pakistan. So first of all, we will discuss about the areas and about the climate, and you can see that the heading of the location of heading which is about the location of the Pakistan, and Pakistan is located in the southern Asia. Pakistan is bordered by the Arabian Sea to the south, Iran and Afghanistan to the west, India to the east, and China to north. So Pakistan is located in the southern Asia. As I told you, you can see the map of the Pakistan, and Pakistan is called Islamic Republic of Pakistan, and it is located, as I told you, in the southern area. You can see the map of the Pakistan. So here is Afghanistan, which is in the west side of the map. You can see China is also a good friend of Pakistan. Iran and Afghanistan are also the Muslim countries, and India you can see to the east. So this is all about the map of the Pakistan. You can see different provinces like Punjab, Balochistan, Sindh, and KPK, and Azad Jammu Kashmir. Some area of Azad Jammu Kashmir is also included in our map. So this is the all about the map of. You can see the map of Pakistan on your screens. Now, first of all, we will discuss about the provinces, as I told you, which are present in our map. Also, I showed you, I told you, and you can see the map of the Pakistan. So, the Pakistan consists of actually four provinces, and a federal capital area, and federally administered tribal areas. It is called also called FATA. Is it clear? FATA means FATA. It means federally administered tribal areas, which are actually administered by not any province or the provincial government, but it is administered by federal capital. Directly these areas of FATA are directly administered by the capital, or you can say federal. So first of all, we will discuss the provinces, and then the countries and location of Pakistan. Why the location of Pakistan is so important for the whole world, or the countries which are surrounded by in the surroundings of Pakistan. So first of all, we will discuss the province Punjab. This is the Punjab province, and you can see the Badshahi, famous mosque, Badshahi Mosque. And so Punjab province is located in the eastern part of Pakistan, and is bordered to the south of Sindh province. So it is bordered to the south of province, to the west by Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and Balochistan, and by Islamabad and Azad Kashmir to the north. So by Indian state of Jammu and Kashmir and Punjab to the northern east, and Rajasthan to the east. So Lahore is the provincial capital. Any capital of the country, every province has its own provincial um, capital. So Lahore is the capital of Punjab. So all and the term Punjab means five rivers. You can see if you can say it or pronounce in Urdu Punjab. So Punjab mean पन का मतलब है पंच, पंच का मतलब है कि पांच, आब का मतलब है दरिया, पानी, ठीक है। तो ये पांच दरियाओं की सरजमीन कहलाता है, इसलिए इसका नाम है पंजाब। So, in reference to these rivers like Bias, Jhelum, Ravi, Chenab, and Sutlej rivers that drain the area of the Punjab. So, these are the five rivers. Because of these rivers, Punjab is called Punjab. So, is it clear? So, the province of Punjab occupies a vast area, and it is very beautiful and very by population it is a dense populated province, and it is a great province, and it has actually why it is great, it has five rivers, and also it has a great history of like Sufis and saints lived there, and because of this, and all the greatest monuments and all the historical places, especially in Lahore, there are many historical places are there. So there are many reasons that Punjab is a very famous province of Pakistan. So next one is Sindh. Sindh is the province of Sindh, which is located in the southern east part of the country, is bordered to the northeast by Punjab. So all the provinces are like you can say intermingled. The borders were same or they were attached with their borders. So it's bordered to the northeast by Punjab, to the north and west by Balochistan, to the south by the Arabian Sea, and to the east by the Indian state of Gujarat and Rajasthan. So Karachi is the provincial capital, and because it is located at the it is surrounded, you can say all the surrounded from it is surrounded by the different borders of the provinces like Balochistan and Punjab, but to the south it is there is the Arabian Sea. So, and to the east by the Indian state of Gujarat and Rajasthan, and this is very important thing. And you can see the picture of beautiful picture of sea, Arabian Sea, and a road there, and some rocky area you can see here. So it is very important city, Karachi, which is the main city of the province Sindh, and in Karachi to the south there is the Arabian Sea. Next one is KPK, the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. It is called Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, but earlier it was called, previously referred to as the Northwest Frontier Province, and it was called NWFP. Is it clear? Previously it was called NWFP. NWFP means Northwest Frontier Province, is bordered by Azad Kashmir, and to the northeast and east, to the west and the north by the Afghanistan. So the northern areas are very much famous, and it is also from the to the north it is attached with the Afghanistan, and to the southwest by the Balochistan, and to the southern east by the Punjab. Areas on the western border with Afghanistan are tribal areas, which are actually called Fata, and these tribal areas are administered by the federal government. And as I told you that not KPK government administered these areas, but the capital, it means federal means capital. So where the capital, those areas or this that city was is called federal or capital. So the it is the tribal areas are administered by the federal government. Is it clear? So the provincial capital is Peshawar. Now Balochistan, the province of Balochistan is located on the western part of the western part of the country and is bordered by Sindh to southeast, but Punjab to the east, by Khyber Pakhtunkhwa to the northeast and the south of the Arabian Sea. So this Balochistan is very nearer to Karachi. So this province is very has also this province also shares the border with the Sindh. So you can see the picture of the valleys of the Balochistan. So it is also uh, a very famous and very, but by population, it is a small province. Now you can see that as I told you that Pakistan is located in the southern Asia. Pakistan is bordered by the Arabian Sea to the south, Iran and Afghanistan to the west, India to the east, and China to the north. So Pakistan is located in the southern Asia, as I told you. So this is in the southern Asia. So when I show you the picture, the map, then I told you that the location of the different countries around Pakistan. So in the southwest of Pakistan is Iran, having a common boundary of about 800 kilometers with it. Iran is connected with Pakistan through rail and road. Is it clear? I want to show once again the map of Pakistan. So you can see here the Iran in the southwest of Pakistan is Iran. So Iran shares its boundary almost 800 kilometers with Pakistan, and it is connected with Pakistan also by rail and road. Then India, if we will talk about India, India lies in the east of Pakistan, having a common boundary line of 1610 kilometer along with the provinces of Sindh and Punjab. So India shares its border from the Sindh and Punjab with the Sindh and Punjab provinces. If we will talk about the China, China is situated in the north of Pakistan, and Pakistan shares a common boundary of about 585 kilometers with China, and it is connected with it through Karakoram Highway. And Tajikistan is located in the north of Pakistan. You can see here the word Tajikistan is written. So this is the small map of Tajikistan, which is located in the north of Pakistan, a small strip of Afghan territory known as Bakhan also here, and it separates Pakistan from Tajikistan. Is it clear? So this is a small strip. You can say this is the map of Pakistan and this is the map of Tajikistan, but there is a small area, a small strip, which does not connected the. So because of this strip, Tajikistan and Pakistan are not connected with each other. Is it clear? So Afghan territory known as Wakhan here. This is called, and Afghanistan is in the. So Afghanistan is in the northwest of Pakistan, and it has 2,252 kilometer long boundary with Pakistan known as Durand Line. Is it clear? So this is all about the map of Pakistan. Now here you can see the Arabian Sea. Here you can see the Arabian Sea, and Arabian Sea, where the Arabian Sea in the south of Pakistan is Arabian Sea, forming a coastal area of um, about 1050 kilometers, and three seaports: Karachi port, and Port Qasim and Gwadar Port have been built on this coast. So there are, it is very big thing and very interesting thing as well. Three seaports, Karachi Port, Port Qasim and Gwadar Port have been built on this coast. So this is all about the map of the Pakistan and the surrounding areas and surrounding countries of the map of Pakistan. No, we have to come to our next point. Okay. Why location of Pakistan is so important? So look at your books on page number. Yes, beta. Yes, yes, beta. Be focused towards your lecture. So yes, okay. Yes, yes. It is on page 50, and you can see also the this map is on the map of Pakistan. You can see also on the page 50, next to page 50. Is it clear? So I'm saying to you that importance of Pakistan, Pakistan's location. So you can see the importance of Pakistan's location. First of all, it is connected with China. So it is connected, Pakistan is connected with China. So it is connected with China in the north. The Karakoram highway connects China and Pakistan by land, and this highway has been constructed cutting through the rocks of Karakoram. This highway is an important trade route between Pakistan and China, and Pakistan and China has very friendly relationship with each other. Next one is transit route to Afghanistan. It has a transit route to Afghanistan. Pakistan provides transit route. Transit route means Afghanistan has not any seaport. And so all the trade is going to by going to the by road and going by road, and that's why it is called that's why Afghanistan has to need a transit route, and Pakistan provide transit route to Afghanistan for its trade through land and sea. So Afghanistan tries to use the land and the sea areas of Pakistan for his trade, for his import exports. So that is why it is called a transit route. A narrow strip of Wakhan, as I show you in the map, and you can see also in your next page, books next page, you can see the map of Pakistan, and I told you about the Wakhan strip. So in the west of China, a narrow strip of Wakhan which separates the Pakistani and Tajikistan's border there, and it is the Afghan territory, and Pakistan has developed close friendly relations with this country. So next one is India lies to the east of Pakistan. Yes, beta, you are right. Yes, yes, beta. This is called Wakhan. So India lies to the east of Pakistan. In the east of Pakistan are the Muslim countries of Bangladesh, Malaysia, Indonesia, and Brunei Darussalam. Pakistan enjoys very good relationship with these countries. Is it clear? So Iran is on the southwest border. Iran and Turkey, along with Pakistan, are the members of Economic Cooperation Organization. Beta, this is called ECO. It means they have a cooperation for the economical issues and resolving the economical issues and for making a good progress in the economical field. So this organization has strengthened friendly relationship between the member countries. These countries have signed a number of projects of mutual interest. Mutual interest means those they work on those issues which are on which they three are agreed to discuss or to resolve the problems in the economical field. So Pakistan is situated near the oil producing countries, and these countries are called Gulf countries. Pakistan and in the middle of the Muslim world, stretched from Morocco in the west to the Indonesia in the east. So the industrial development of a number of Western countries depends on the oil produced by the Gulf states, which is transported to other countries through the Arabian Sea. So Karachi is an important seaport in this case, and Karachi is an important seaport on the Arabian Sea. Next one is friendly relationship between the Muslim countries, and Pakistan has the very friendly relationship all the Muslim countries with all the Muslim countries, especially Middle East and the Gulf. And I told you that the Gulf countries are those countries which are oil producing countries. Mostly countries are called Gulf countries. Pakistan has played a very significant role in the development of these countries. Countries like Saudi Arabia and UAE, United Arab Emirates, are considered as a second home of Pakistanis. Many Pakistanis were there, and they always warm welcome. Um, uh, they always welcome the Pakistani manpower, and they also need the Pakistani manpower. And so this is like a UAE and different Saudi Arabia are like the second home of the Pakistanis. Many Pakistanis are settled there, working there. So this is like a second home of the Pakistanis. So having an ancient civilization, Karachi is an international harbor and airport, and it is connected to the Karachi is an international harbor. The spellings are wrong, but it is harbor. So, with Asia through sea and air route, and all those countries which want to be linked with the Middle East and Central Asian states cannot ignore the location of Pakistan. Is it clear? So, the very old, having ancient civilization, Indus Valley and the Gandhara are the located ancient civilizations and possesses important importance from the point of view of tourism, and the tourists love to visit the valley of Kagan, Swat and northern areas of Pakistan. So it has also the very uh, it is also a very famous location of northern areas. Kagan, Sawat are here, and very important valleys of past like Gandhara civilization and Mohenjo-daro and Harappa. You all know about these civilizations very well. And next one is Kashmir dispute. So, Kashmir is the main dispute between Pakistan and India. If this dispute is resolved between the two countries, peace will be established in the whole region. Trade will flourish. Both the countries will influence the region politically and economically. Good relations between the two countries will help to eradicate the poverty in the region. So Pakistan is also the seventh atomic nation, and Pakistan is the seventh atomic nation of the world and enjoys high prestige in the Muslim world. It is also an advanced country in certain technologies. Muslim countries look forward Pakistan for playing a leading role for common development and in a number of fields. So um, in the recent times it has become a center for foreign investment. So this is all about the importance of Pakistan's location, and I hope you can understand very well now these important points of the location of Pakistan. So if you have any question, then you can ask me. uh, you can ask me the question if you have anyone question. So basically that's all for today, and I hope that you can understand now very well about the location of the Pakistan and about the importance of the location of Pakistan and the provinces of the Pakistan. Is it clear? Is it clear? So, beta, that's all for today. And inshallah, if you have any question, further question, I will explain you in my physical classes, and you can ask me also in my next lecture. You have to underline all these lines and learn these lines very carefully. That's all for today. Take care. Allah Hafiz.